Live on YouTube. Your favorite radio show of the weekend is back on your airwaves this week. It is the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent, and I'll be moderating the session as always today. And topic choke today, as in it really choke. We'll be talking about quite a number of things. Earlier this week, on Tuesday, October 1, Nigeria celebrated her 64th independence. If you were listening that day, you will know that the news department had a special Independence Day broadcast that lasted for over 1 hour and 30 minutes, where we talked about Nigeria still independent or is Nigeria independent or still enslaved? And analysts had quite a bit to say on that topic. So most of the topics we're talking about today, some of the topics we're talking about today would actually also revolve around Nigeria 64, the independence, and the president's message to Nigerians. This is the recap where we discuss and analyze issues that made major headlines during the week. My name is Chioma Innocent. I've got Mr. Peter Anosike in the studio. He's our analyst every weekend, as usual. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that the recap has just begun. It's about to be an enlightening, educative, and informative ride. Stay tuned. As always, I will start by giving you a brief rundown of the topics which we'll be looking at today. And it is important so you can brace up and know what it is that we are talking about today. So starting off with the local government election in Rivers State, where Governor Fubara on Friday paid a midnight visit to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission office and reportedly forward an attempt to cut away items. That was in the early hours of Friday, October 4, 2024. The River State local government elections are currently ongoing, and most of the news we've been getting from there is not even good at all. From there, we'll move on to topic number 2, where President Tinubu has said, "Without my reforms, Nigeria's economy would collapse." Without my reforms, Nigeria's economy would collapse. There are people who will actually disagree and say, despite your reforms, Nigeria's economy is not looking as good as it should be. Because the bag of rice right now that politicians love to share, the reason why they're sharing that rice is because they know that Nigerians cannot afford it. So without my reforms, Nigeria's economy would collapse. President Tinubu, do you or do you not agree? The phone lines will be open for you later on in the program to tell us if you agree. Nigeria's 64th independence message, Obi challenges Nigerians to end state capture by unpatriotic leaders. That is Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 elections. We'll also be looking at, you can drive at night and travel to any part of Nigeria now and feel safe. This is according to the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. Was it? Okay, well, we'll be talking about this as the program progresses. And finally, we'll be looking at Nigeria at 64. Ohaneze demands political pardon for Nnamdi Kanu. All this and more we'll be talking about on the program this evening. Do stay tuned. The recap has just begun. It's always an enlightening and educating session right here on the recap. So stay tuned. The recap is here. The next voice you will hear will be that of Mr. Peter Anosike, business development executive, a journalist with many years of experience, a political, social, national, and public affairs analyst. We have quite a bit to discuss today, Mr. Anosike. Good evening and happy weekend to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. So we'll be starting, of course, with the local government elections taking place in Rivers State. In the early hours of Friday, October 4, 2024, security operatives led by the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, thwarted an attempt by individuals dressed in police uniforms to seize the office of the River State Independent Electoral Commission. Now, the incident, which reportedly occurred around 1 a.m., saw the suspect trying to breach the gate and the strong room of the State INEC Commission office in an effort to steal sensitive electoral materials meant for the local government elections scheduled for and which is actually holding today. Now, a source close to the situation who requested anonymity disclosed that the plot was foiled when alert security personnel notified key officers of the commission and government authorities. Governor Fubara was immediately informed of the situation, and he swiftly led a team of government officials, lawmakers, and political stakeholders to the scene. So Governor Fubara was informed of the situation. He led a team of government officials, lawmakers, and political stakeholders to the scene. Why not security officials to apprehend these people who are obviously doing something wrong?
Because the police are not working for Rivers State. The police in Rivers State are not working for the people in Rivers State. The police in Rivers State are working for Nyesom Wike. The loyalty of the police in Rivers State is for Nyesom Wike and not for the people of Rivers State under the leadership of Simi Fubara. So what happened is that it's not a surprise. But I want to start by saying kudos to Rivers people, kudos to Fubara. It is up Fubara and down Wike because Wike and his gang did not want this election to hold. They did everything to stop the election from holding, and but even police had to withdraw from protecting the citizens. Today, police has said that they are going to abide by the court order. Imagine police now abiding by court order, but the whole intention is for the election not to hold. But right now, votes are being counted, and mind you, the wicked people that say that they will not participate in the election, immediately the result of Obiakpo came out and Wike was beaten in his own ward. People came out to protest.
When you say Wike was beaten in his own ward, Wike is not participating, he is not a candidate in this election.
His stooges are there. His stooges are there. So the person that he brought out to contest in Obiakpo, his own local government, was defeated by an APP government chairman. So from Monday onwards, the chairman of Obiakpo local government will be an APP candidate, which is shame to him with all he has been boasting of having, that he is bigger than all the PDP governors. One man being bigger than all the PDP governors. So the election is holding, and the police are doing everything to stop it. Police who said that they are boycotting the election, then when the protesters came out, they appeared on the street. And the information that I'm getting now is that even a policeman has to snatch a ballot box just to stop the election. Understand? So for you that to know what is happening in this country, that a policeman has to snatch a ballot box so that the votes inside cannot be counted.
We're actually getting reports of that men in police uniform disrupted the voting in Port Harcourt. That is at the Lekahia Primary School in Port Harcourt City local government, shooting tear gas and seizing election materials. The report says about 21 Hilux patrol vans with heavily armed men were spotted driving into the election venue from Lekahia Road and immediately fired several tear gas. One of the armed men harassed an INEC official, ordering them to remove their vest and hand over to the men who were dressed in police uniform. Why exactly are we experiencing this in Rivers State? The election holding or not holding, who does it affect?
It shouldn't be the concern of the police. It should not be the concern of the police. But the truth is that this is local government election. What determines winner is simple majority vote. So whether people voted or no or did not vote, even if it's 4 people that voted, results will be announced and somebody will be sworn in as a chairman. So Wike has funding in Rivers State. Understand me? Even if it's 4 people that voted in the local government, results will be counted and announced. So the structure that he had been fighting for is gone.
We know that Governor Sim Fubara and the IGP are not on and the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, they're not on good terms.
Because the police is being partisan.
Is that why you have up to 20? Because if we say these are people dressed in police uniform and they are probably not actual police officers, but they are just using this uniform to cause trouble in Rivers State election, local government elections day, where did they find 21 Hilux patrol vans? And would you say the IGP should call the Commissioner of Police and ask him to explain the reason for this?
He's not, no need wasting time. He's not going there to call. And Fobra warned him that if they are saying loss of life, if people are killed in Rivers State, it is the police that will be held responsible. Now in Rivers, it is this is a civil defense. Then some youth organizations and the vigilante group that are protecting other people before these policemen begin their unnecessary intervention. But the most important thing is that elections has held in Rivers State. Local government elections has held in Rivers State, and the announcement will be made, and people will be sworn in as elected government local government chairman. So Fobra has fulfilled his own autonomy, LG autonomy, as required by the Supreme Court. So they are now entitled to their federal allocation, which is what Wike is trying to prevent. Which is exactly what Wike is trying to prevent. So now the election has been held, even if it is 3 people that voted in a polling unit. We don't do whether it has a 2/3 majority or what. No, local government election is by simple majority. Even if it's 4 people that voted, it will be a result will be announced and somebody will be sworn in as a candidate.
Okay. This morning there was a protest in the same Rivers State just 24 hours after a pro-election demonstration yesterday in support of the ongoing local government elections in the state. A group protested today against the electoral process overseen by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. The group is insisting that there is no local government election in the state, stressing that they are relying on the Abuja Federal High Court judgment, which ordered the police and INEC not to participate in the election.
Then why should they protest?
How else will an election be held?
Why should they come out and protest? If there's no election, stay in your house. Did the Abuja High Court tell them go and protest? Did the Abuja High Court tell them go and disrupt the election? These are sponsored elements. These are sponsored elements who does not want the River State to start getting an allocation based on this LG system. Understand me? But they have failed because election has held in River State, covered by the media. And as I said, on Monday or thereabout, the winners will be sworn in, and no weekend man is there.
In all of this, one cannot deny that the election in Rivers State today has not been free of all the infractions that always happen each time INEC presides over an election in Nigeria. This is just a local government election. Is it that INEC cannot have an election without all of what we are currently witnessing? The last local government election that was held was a governorship election in Edo State. Other local government elections are also coming up. INEC, is it not yet time for INEC to sit up?
Today there's an election in Rivers State and in Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom own is going hitch-free. Akwa Ibom is where Gospel Akpabio comes from. Akpabio is not doing anything to interfere with the election there. Mind you, Eno is a PDP governor. The Akwa Ibom state governor is from PDP. Gospel Akpabio, he's the number 3 citizen. is not doing anything to interfere with the election. But imagine Wike, who is nobody in the ranking in Nigeria, what he is doing. And the police is siding him. So it is very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
If up till now no one has been able to tell Wike to step back from what is going on in Rivers State, who then can stop him? We know that Governor Sim Fubara has been asserting his power as governor of the state. The local government elections are finally held, and many people are happy about that. But when will Wike stop interfering in the affairs of Rivers State so that the governor can go ahead and be the executive governor of the state and make decisions without, someone always holding him by the feet all the time?
As you said, he has started asserting his position. Now, this having his own people at the local government will help him to assert more, because this is the structure that Wike was claiming must not change, that nobody should take over his structure. So Fubara is going to have all his men in the local governments working for him. And again, federal government has no business with the local government election. It is strictly state government that organizes a local government election. Understand? The State Electoral Commission organizes a local government election. So federal government doesn't have any hand there. But because of Wike's greed, he doesn't want to focus on Abuja. He has been appointed a minister in Abuja. He should focus in Abuja and leave Fubara alone.
Okay.
So Tinubu should call him to order.
Just before we move on from the topic of River State, there was an explosion at the APC Secretariat this morning. That is the APC Secretariat, the faction led by Chief Tony Okocha of the APC. There was an explosion there this morning. He said he woke up and all he could see were calls and messages inundating his mobile device, and people were telling him this is what has happened. What could be the attacker's motive? Because the election is not taking place at the APC Secretariat.
Well, mind you, there are factions in APC in Rivers State. One led by Tony Okocha, that's a Wike's faction, and the Bekay faction. So they are fighting themselves. They should provide the answer by them themselves. Understand me? So I don't care what happens to APC as a party.
Okay, then you're listening to the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Choma Innocent. I'm your host this evening, and I have Mr. Peter Anoske sitting right across from me, and we're talking issues that made major headlines during the week. We've just talked about Governor Fubara paying a midnight visit to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission office and foiling attempt to cut away some electoral items. Let's talk about President Tinubu saying, without my reforms, Nigeria's economy would collapse. He said that on Tuesday, that was during his Independence Day speech, that Nigeria's economy may have collapsed if his administration did not embark on the reforms it did. He says either we continue on this path of reform or we collapse. We continue on this path of progress and prosperity, or we carry on business as usual and we collapse. The question is, Mr. Peter Anosike, are we really on the path of reform, progress and prosperity, or it is still this business as usual and collapse? Because rice is not selling now for what it did 18 months ago.
What he should, even that, what he referred as business as usual is better than his so-called reforms. What he described as business as usual is far better than his reforms. It is his reforms that is putting Nigeria into this mess that we are in. His reform has no human face. Nigerians are going there to bed without food. Nothing is affordable in this country. Insecurity is at its peak. Everything has gone haywire in this country. Over 20% of the school children did not resume school in September because they have not even ate, let alone have money that to pay school fees. Transport fare is at its peak. Where people were paying 200 to go before, they are now paying 500 naira or more. Understand? Fuel is now selling between 900 to 1,000 in Lagos State and higher in other states of the Federation. So what he's doing is killing Nigerian, killing all the people of this country. So for me, what we even be saying is, Tinubu, take us back to where you pick us from. That should be the prayer point of most Nigerians.
That is, he should undo the reforms he's talking about.
Take us back to Egypt. Egypt is better for us. Forget all the promised land. We are no more going. Take us back to Egypt. The Egypt that he's trying to take us from is better than where he's taking us to. Where he took us from is far better than where he's taking us to. So his reform is not good for the Nigerian masses. His reform is not good for the Nigerian masses. What he should have done is to undo those things that Buhari did. That would have been the only way that to go about this country. Undo what Buhari did. Now people are now saying that Buhari's administration, which was a colossal failure, is better than that of Tinubu. If
Buhari's administration was a colossal failure, what has over 1 year of President Tinubu been then?
Well, it's from fry pan to fire. Understand me? Tinubu's regime is from Buhari's fry pan to Tinubu's fire. That's where we are. Better for us. The fry pan will be far better, even though it is still hot, but it will be better for us. So if Tinubu can stop his reforms and take us back to where he picked us from in May 2023.
Can we ever really go back there? Can the naira gain and be what it was, about 185 naira? Can he go back there?
With what is going on now, I said it some time ago when they were talking about that naira is gaining weight. I told them here that this is artificial. This is not the real value of the naira. I said it. That this not that Cardoso is using our foreign currency to support the naira, and that at a point they will become tired and naira will go back to where it belongs. What is the exchange rate now? Almost 1,700. What is exchange rate now? So all those magic that we are doing has ended, because naira is not standing on anything. So it will continue to go up and up. There's no two ways about it. There's no policy, there's no programs to support the currency. So the abracadabra has stopped, and Nigeria has gone back. Naira has gone back to where that it should be, and it will continue to get worse.
It will continue to get worse. Another question is, Nigerians know what they're experiencing, and they say it all the time, right? If you do not come on air and talk about something and the listeners hear it, it's a different thing if you and I are having a conversation that no other person is privy to, right? But Nigerians go on social media every day and talk about the hardship that they are facing. So even if the president does not know, as many analysts like to say that he's being shielded from the truth, his handlers know, his ministers, they know, his commissioners, they are on social media and they are seeing that Nigerians are not happy. Is it that the federal government is tone deaf when they come out and say our reforms are making the economy better, or this information is not meant for Nigerians? Because what Nigerians are facing and what federal government officials always come out to say, they're like two parallel lines.
The truth is that you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. When they were saying that somebody built Lagos, I say this is a hype. This is a hype. Lagos has already been built before 1999. Lagos is the first state in Nigeria to have an international airport with international seaport. This means market. This means business. This means development. There's nowhere in the world that you have international seaport and the international airport that there will be no development. Because this will naturally bring people. So when they were using it as a point of campaign, I said this is absolutely nonsense. They are trying to deceive those who don't know. Understand me? And the thing has shown, if you build Lagos now, build Nigeria. If you build Lagos, build Nigeria. So what is happening is that I keep on saying somebody who stole a medical certificate, take him to the theater. He cannot perform. He cannot do an operation. So stealing the election and going into power is one thing. Then performing in office is another thing. Understand me? So that's why P2B talks about at the process by which somebody come into office. If you jump through or the window and enter an office, you cannot perform in that office. So that's what we are seeing at this point in time. All the propaganda, all the lies, all the half-truth has failed. This is reality. And there's no way you can give what you don't have.
Certain Nigerians on social media are of the opinion that all of this is put out not for Nigerians because they know that, of course, Nigerians are not happy with the current administration, but all of this many times untrue, many times statements that make it look like the economic condition of Nigeria is actually wonderful, that is put out for the international community so it will look as if this administration is doing well.
It's not working. Because Nigerians abroad are under pressure from their families in Nigeria. So there's nothing you can put in the international community that will stand. Nigerians over there will dispute it. Nigerians abroad who were giving their families $100 a month 1 year ago are now being forced to bring more. Because that $100 is no more enough. So Nigerians abroad are also under pressure. They are also feeling what we are feeling in Nigeria. So there's nothing you can put in the international media that Nigerians abroad will not dispute. There's no information that you can put there that Nigerians abroad cannot dispute, because they are also feeling what we are feeling here. Because the pressure is also on them from their families here in the country. So if they think that it is working, it is not working.
All right, then. You're listening to The Week. Your host, my name is Chioma Innocent, and the voice you've been hearing belongs to Mr. Peter Anosike. He's a business development executive. He's also a journalist with many years of experience, and he is a political, social, national, and a public affairs analyst. And we've been talking about the issues that made the major headlines during the week. Let's now move on to Peter Obi saying Peter Obi challenging Nigerians rather to end state capture by unpatriotic leaders. He urged the people to seek a true independent nation and end the unprecedented hardship and suffering. Many people always say it. A lot of people come up and say, oh, Nigerians, when we are ready, we'll take back our country. Nigerians is in your hands. And so many other statements like what Peter Obi here has said. If it is really in Nigerians' hands, in 2023, many Nigerians tried to assert that power. It work.
It didn't work because we have corrupt electoral system. We have corrupt judicial system. So
how can Nigerians now end state capture, challenge the status quo, end unprecedented hardship and suffering in the country?
Well, that you don't resign to fate. You must keep on pushing. Now, the election in Edo State, which was highly manipulated, which was highly rigged, had only 22% turnout. In the 2020 election in Edo, they have 27% turnout, which simply shows that Nigerians that voter apathy is becoming very high in the country. That's why in 2020, in a governorship, you have 27% turnout. Then in 2024, you're having 22% election turnout. This is voter apathy. And the simple reason is because votes no longer count in this country. But I will never advise Nigerians to lose hope. We must keep on pushing. Because losing hope, resigning to fate is to make it easy for them. I encourage Nigerians that they should keep on fighting. They should keep on exercising their civic rights. They should keep on saying no.
You are saying every election cycle, people should come out, queue under the sun and in the rain, and at the end of the day, what they want is not what happens.
I said you must not resign to fate.
But that is what a lot of Nigerians are doing right now. It takes someone whose stomach is full to keep having hope. If someone is hungry, you can't preach hope or faith to them. You cannot preach, oh, keep hoping food will come to you, when you actually can make it possible for them to have that food, right? So you're hungry, and instead of me giving you a plate of food, I'm telling you, keep hoping, keep hoping, keep hoping. A hungry man is an angry man, and a hungry man will do anything for food that's at the point where he's hungry. So on what hope should Nigerians now actually cling to? You've said hope is not a strategy. Yes, many Nigerians want to be patriotic, but the country and the people who are the administrators of this country, are they making it easy for people to be patriotic? So when you say not to lose hope, on what basis? An old man earlier this week, an older man, said,
you have made it very easy for them. We'll keep on keeping them on their toes, whether they like it or they're not. We must keep on coming out for every election. We must keep on shouting for the right thing to be done. We must keep on shouting
A to point B in Nigeria right now. In fact, there's no 100 naira bus anywhere. For you to take a bus of 100 naira, you know that the distance is trackable. A lot of people are walking. You talked about schools. Many model schools in Lagos State had their feeding fees raised from 35,000 naira to 100,000 naira 2 days resumption. Parents were not even intimated 2 days to resumption. How will that parent have faith in Nigeria and not think like, oh, Nigeria is out to get my head? These days, people pray. It is a serious prayer on social media. May Nigeria not happen to you. Will citizens of other nations say the same thing about your country?
That is the kind of leadership that we've been having since 2015. A leadership that does not care for, even a leadership that does not come from the people. Because the current leadership did not emanate from the people. It was imposed on us. It was imposed on us. But you will not allow your enemy to win. That's what you must not do. You must not. I will never allow my enemy to win. I'll keep on pushing.
Okay, I'm asking you from Chama Innocent to Peter Anoske. You believe Nigeria can and will get better?
We'll get better when we get the right leadership. Nigeria will get better when we get the right people in power. Nigeria will progress when the right people are in power. When the people who have empathy are in power. An instance, we heard that Tinubu is on leave now in UK. We heard that Tinubu is on leave now in UK. Now, does Joe Biden, the president of America, go on leave in France or in United States? Does the president, does the prime minister of United States of Britain spend his leave in another country? It doesn't happen. As we speak, Gowon, Buhari, Tinubu are in UK. Why Nigerians are going to bed without food? That's a man whose house is on fire. Can he go on leave? So this simply shows you that we have leaders who don't care for their people. We have leaders who don't care for their people. Imagine a father whose children are hungry saying, I'm going to sleep. If he can close his eyes and sleep, he's a wicked father. And that's exactly what we are having in this country at this point in time.
That is highly unfortunate. We will be opening the phone lines in about 19 minutes. It's 19 minutes before 5 p.m. The phone lines will be open at exactly 5 p.m. so that you can share your thoughts, your opinions, your ideas, and your suggestions on everything we've been discussing today. This particular topic, I'm going to skip it and then come back to it. Okay. Nigeria at 64. Ohaneze demands political pardon for Nnamdi Kanu. That's supposed to be our final topic. Okay. Now, I find this particular topic, I find it quite fascinating, because I go back to the question I asked earlier. Is it that what Nigerians are facing, what Nigerians are seeing, what Nigerians are saying, is it that they're not taking it serious? Because National Security Advisor has come out to say that right now you can drive at night, you can travel to any part of Nigeria now and feel safe. You know, the National Security Advisor is boasting that Nigerian security has improved under the current administration, under the leadership of President Ballot. Security has improved. You can drive at night. You can go on a road trip. You can move anytime. Police will not harass you. There is no problem. The country is wonderful. I don't know if you recall earlier this year when there were talks of kidnappers operating at night and in the early hours of the morning around Bagada Expressway.
Oh, they are still operating.
They are still operating. There's nothing I'm doing out of my house in the night on a normal day. But even if you have to be on the night for emergency purposes or work, or maybe you have to visit the hospital for whatever reason, because what the National Security Advisor is saying is different from what Nigerians on the streets are experiencing. You know? So where did he get this information from, that you can drive at night and travel to any part of Nigeria now and feel safe? What am I doing on the Abuja? If I ply the Abuja-Kaduna road by 12:30 a.m., will I be safe? Will I come out on the other side unscathed?
Mind you, these people use 327 million naira to buy bulletproof tires. 327 million to buy bulletproof tires. If Nigeria is safe, why are you buying bulletproof tires?
For the fun of it, for the love of it.
So, or you are buying bulletproof tires because there's possibility of somebody shooting at your tire that will stop you, isn't it? And when Rebadu represented Tinubu, that's at that event, the day he was reading that speech, Katsina was burning. Bandits were kidnapping people in Katsina. Understand me? A very important person in Katsina who refused to be kidnapped was shot dead. The same hour that he was reading that statement that you can travel anywhere at night in the country. I can travel, but you have bought bulletproof tires and you are using bulletproof cars. So this simply shows you that they don't feel what you are feeling. Understand? And another today is International Teachers' Day. So I will have been making a mockery of the teacher that taught me in the school, which means I'm not wise. That's why I'm sitting down and listening to such a thing that Nigeria is safe. You can travel anywhere. Anywhere you are in Nigeria, once it's 6 p.m., don't move. Don't enter the highway because you are taking a 50-50 chance. Driving on Nigeria highway in the night, even in the day, it's a very big risk.
And even the NYSC students, when you post them to certain states, they don't want to go. Core members, when you post them certain states, they don't want to go. And you can't even blame them for that decision, because it's inane for everyone to want to self-preservation. There are certain places you send one to and they'll tell you, that area, I no go that side.
The first law of nature is self-preservation. the first law of nature is self-preservation. So when even though there's nowhere that is safe in the country at this point in time, but some are worse than the others. So you cannot send a copper to a war front and he will agree to go. So those who are rejecting some states, I'm totally in support of them. Those who are rejecting to go and serve in some states, I'm totally in support of them. Because you went to school to be alive, not to die. And now when something happens
to you. It is so sad, because when Nigerians hear this kind of thing and they know that that is not what they are experiencing, then you will begin to wonder when these people come out and say, I can feel your pain. Can you really feel my pain?
Nobody
If you're telling me
pain.
to deny the evidence of my eyes and my ears, I can clearly see that this is black and you're trying to convince me that it is white. We are in Nigeria, we're in Lagos. Can you move around at night without threat of harassment or robbery?
Look, you are either feeling pain or not feeling pain. Nobody can imagine pain. Pain cannot be imagined.
I mean, when the political elites come out to say, "Oh, we feel your pain. We know what you're going
deception.
through."
That's deception.
Because even the president will always say it in every of his speech. We feel your pain.
That is deception. Nobody can imagine pain. You're either in pain or not in pain. Understand me? You are either in pain or not in pain. You cannot imagine somebody who is in pain. Because a nurse who is giving somebody injection is not feeling the pain that patient is feeling. So you can never imagine pain. So you are either in pain or not in pain. So when they tell you that they are feeling or you are pain, it is not true. They just want to keep you down. They just want to keep on deceiving you. They just want to keep on fooling you. So Nigerians should wise up. Nigerians should open their eyes.
All right, then. 10 minutes before 5 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Remember, you can find us on YouTube at VOP 903 FM, and we are streaming live right now. In case you want to put faces to the names or faces to the voices, or you just want to see what our studio setup looks like, head on over to YouTube, type into your search bar VOP 903 FM, and you can get to watch us live and direct. 10 minutes before 5 p.m. Let's take our final topic for this evening. You have been listening to the recap right here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. So we're going back to Nigeria at 64. Ohanaeze Ndigbo demands political pardon for Nnamdi Kanu. As Nigeria marked her 64th anniversary of independence, the Igbo socio-cultural and the socio-political organization Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide appealed to President Ballot Tinubu to use the joy associated with the celebration to grant a political pardon to detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ohanaeze Ndigbo is saying our major demand in this year's Independence Day celebration is please release Nnamdi Kanu from DSS detention for us. We believe in Nigeria's democracy. We believe that the release of Nnamdi Kanu will restore total peace and unity for all Nigerians in the southeast. They called on Southeast governors to sustain the security architecture and welfare of the people in the region. Is political pardon not for criminals who have been convicted? Why is Ohanaeze asking for a political pardon for someone who's still going through court processes?
Well, you only pardon a convict. You cannot pardon an accused because an accused has not been found guilty. So that statement is wrong. It is very, very wrong because Nnamdi Kanu committed no offense. Nnamdi Kanu has not been convicted. It is an allegation, and an accused is deemed innocent until he is found guilty. Nnamdi Kanu has not been found guilty, and he will not be found guilty because he did not commit any offense. I keep on saying it. If Nnamdi Kanu has committed any offense, now Buhari would have jailed him a long time ago. But it is because he did not commit any offense. That's why they are throwing him from one court to the other. And I said it the other time that Sam Amadi said that Binta Nyaku, the judge that is trying this case, said that Nnamdi Kanu, it will be difficult to convict Nnamdi Kanu. This is what the judge that is handling this case said. And when a judge begin to say this kind of a thing, you should understand it. So he did not commit any offense. Therefore, nobody should ask for him to be pardoned. What they should be asking is for him to be released, given an unconditional release, not pardon. You only pardon somebody who has said, I'm guilty. So Kanu is not begging anybody to forgive him because he did not do anything. If you did not commit to offense, you shouldn't beg for forgiveness. So Kanu is not asking for forgiveness.
This is also the basis on which I pop a hit back at Yohaneze Ndigbo saying, why are you asking for political pardon when this person is not a convict?
So for me, I feel that whoever wrote that statement did not read through or did not understand or did not have enough knowledge of what he is.
You feel the person did not use the right words.
What they should be asking is unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu.
And not a pardon.
And not a pardon. You can only pardon a convict. Nnamdi Kanu is not a convict.
6 minutes before 5 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. And you have been listening to the recap with me, Chama Innocent, and my analyst, Mr. Peter Anosike. We've talked about quite a number of topics. Let me bring you up to speed on the topics which we've talked about this evening, because right after now, we'll be going on a very short break. And when we return, we'll be taking your calls and your messages at exactly 5 p.m. on the dot. Yes, so we talked about the local government elections in Rivers State, where Governor Fubara paid a midnight visit to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission office and forged an attempt to cut away items. You also heard that some policemen, because they were dressed in police uniform and arrived in 21 Hilux vans, actually went into a particular voting unit, into a particular voting ward, and carted away ballot boxes. When did that one start in this country? That they are using policemen to snatch ballot boxes. Like, what is even happening in this country? Anyway, that was the first topic we talked about, and then we talked about President Tinubu saying, without my reforms, Nigeria's economy would have collapsed. President General among the nations, capacity president. Without my reforms, Nigeria's economy would have collapsed. President Tinubu, rice is 110,000 per bag, and I keep harping on rice because when politicians and the political elite want to make Nigerians happy, want to make their words happy, right? They will share rice. And the more you keep sharing that rice, the more the price of rice is going higher and higher in the market. So I'm wondering, what are these reforms that the president has put in place that he's saying the Nigerian economy would have collapsed without? Because Nigeria's economy is not what it was. It's not what many Nigerians are used to. People who are changing naira to dollar right now are weeping. Market men and women are not happy. 5,000 naira can hardly cook a pot of soup for a family of 4 that will last for a week. So what are we talking about?
Week.
5,000 naira can hardly cook a pot of soup for a family of 4 that will last for even for 3 days. No, and I'm talking about the fact that they eat this soup once or twice a day. Because you know, when you make soup, you make eba, you will keep the soup aside, you will also make rice. You say in the evening, let's go back to the soup. Without my reforms, Nigeria will collapse. Respectfully, Mr. President, despite your reforms, Nigeria's economy is not what it was, right? You have a pantry full of food. Many Nigerians cannot boast of the same. You move in the best aircraft in the world. You move in the best vehicles in the world. Many Nigerians cannot boast of the same. So, the thing is, despite your reforms that you're talking about, Nigeria's economy is not what it was. Imagine that the salary that you are earning right now cannot buy a bag of rice. And imagine that you are earning this salary, you were earning the salary when rice was 8,000 naira per bag. We'll be big boys and girls. Oh my goodness. Anyway, on Nigeria's 64th independence message, you heard that Peter Obi challenged Nigerians to end state capture by unpatriotic leaders. And we also talked about the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, saying you can drive at night and travel to any part of Nigeria now and feel safe. Frankly, respectfully, Mr. NSA, whoever gave you this information, you need to call them and give them a knock on the head. Now, when you are done doing that, right, on your own, without any security personnel, just take a drive. Just take a drive anywhere in the country. Anyway, don't let anybody follow you. If
he has a bulletproof tires, he has bulletproof.
You know what? When you're going, Mr. NSA, sir, respectfully, sir, when you're going, don't use bulletproof vehicle. Oh. Don't use. Come on, I trust you. You don't need to use capacity NSA. You don't need to use bulletproof vehicles. You don't need to use bulletproof tires. Just take a night drive, a chill drive around Nigerian roads in the night, and then you come back and tell us what you experienced. And finally, we talked about Ohanaeze Ndigbo demanding a political pardon for Nnamdi Kanu. We'll be taking a short break right about now, and when we return in about 2 minutes, the phone lines will be open for you to share your thoughts, your ideas, your suggestions, and every other thing with us. This is the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Stay tuned.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
From the views on the streets,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city. The loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things and makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
You have to know the past to understand the present. So, let's bring you up to speed on important moments in the polity that you might have forgotten.
Politics as normal have been suspended today.
Detailed review plus analysis of all the local.
Senate moves to recover 6 trillion naira ground rent from property owners stage 5.
And foreign stories that made the headlines during the week.
President Putin accepts defeat. President Putin keeps on coming back for more.
All of the intrigues.
CSS confirmed interest flow in store in central government.
Tension.
The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental, more important than what they do now.
Suspense and political dramas.
This is a shining moment. I commend
The higgy haggers that took center stage just within the week.
You cannot criticize African countries for being undemocratic.
Who resist interim government.
Join the conversation on The Recap every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. only on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Study the past if you want to define the future.
Welcome back. 175-6338 on WhatsApp 0817-175-6338. For direct call is 0700-903-903-903. You're my first caller for the evening. Good evening and welcome to the recap. Hello there.
Good evening, Choma.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Okay, this is Bates calling from Egbeda.
Welcome, Batex. 2 minutes, please.
Okay, Mr. Peter Nosike, good evening.
He can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. What National Security Advisor is saying, he said that he can travel anywhere part of Nigeria now without any problem, this and that. He is deceiving himself. He bought a bulletproof tires and cars. Let him travel alone apart from bulletproof cars and tires. Let you see what will happen without escort. I don't know why these people are deceiving people. I don't know why they are deceiving people. I don't know who they thought that Nigerians is. They thought that we are animal. We don't have sense. The second one, Tinubu is saying that he have reformed the economy of Nigeria, this and that. You don't know the type of English that he's speaking. If you know the meaning, he will not say that. So we want us to be clapping for him now. My sister Choma, these people, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, Choma.
Thank you so much for your call. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. We go buy Geno. All of us will come contribute for petrol. We'll go buy Geno. All of us will contribute for petrol. There must be light at the end of the channel. Welcome to VOP. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi there. Can you hear me? Good evening. Hello there. Oh dear, you just might have to give me a call back. 0700-903-903-903. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and location, please?
Maybe people will just confront them after loss of life. They will just say, even though people lost. Maybe people will just confront them after loss of life. They will just say, even though people lost this thing, they will say, hey, they would even this the whole week, 1 week complete. People will just be saying they lost, police lost their life. Even if people lost their life more than police, you see that is what happened to Shitu, all this Shia Muslim. Police meet them and were confronted. They confronted police, and they went police to say that they want to prevent them from doing what they want to do. They lost life, and police said what the people report throughout the week was police lost their life, all these things, and they, you see, what police is doing to Nigeria. On the weekend, our advice is not to know the way Mr. Nosika said. I mean, our advice Yoruba, Ikwere, if they have elders, to call him to order. I'm watching what we see this how this thing will end. You see, I made a Peter elderly, this Celestine Omai, and Omehe, this Amechi, and Wike, they are all Ikwere, and they support them. It's only Amechi that want to use Peter's side. They said let us leave the district to at least to rule for once. They used Peter Wike kick against this, and the people lost their life. Then at the end of it, look at what happened. Then they give people just supported them, all of them, and now this thing happened. The Fubara happened to be and that tribe and that region. Look at what UK is doing. With time, you see, maybe next time you see this Ikure man, you see these people just say no, enough is enough. They make a state of government for the person. Let Ikure people advise UK now before it's too late. Let them advise. They really have elders, you know. They advise that man on the Tinubu saying let him. I blame people. I blame people that will just listen to him without questioning him. You just anybody that press this mic, face camera, will just say what you want to say. But my other concern is this: when he said 36 states, he mentioned 36 states plus Abuja. I said, you see how these people just ring election. Abuja turned to states. Now they said 36 states plus Abuja. I said, God will, let me just not cause them. My dear, have a great day.
Thank you for your call, Zerinadi. He greets you too.
Bye.
Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be part of the canvas. Hello, are you there? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, my radio girl.
Monday, how are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you today? Hey, yo, waiting they happen. Oh, you know what? Call me up on WhatsApp if the phone lines are not connecting. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm very well. Good evening to Mr. Anosike.
Good evening to you. He can hear you. Please go right ahead. 2 minutes.
Chioma, you guys are doing a great job, and the Almighty God will continue to bless you.
Thank you.
Let me quickly talk on two things. One is that the deceit in the land is too much. For somebody that occupies such an exalted position in the land of a national security to tell us that you can travel everywhere in Nigeria at night. Is he living outside Nigeria? Is he living outside Nigeria, or is he not within the same Nigeria that all of us are living and witnessing what is happening every single day? And then the second thing I want to talk about is the issue of the position of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Sometimes it's important to understand which faction of Ohaneze Ndigbo is saying that. I doubt the possibility of the legitimate faction of Ohaneze Ndigbo being the one that was being represented by late Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu to ask for pardon. Because before that body takes any decision, they do wider consultation with the people. And there are a lot of legal advisors, people that are well grounded in law, who understands every situation of the land. I think the faction that made that statement is the one that is being represented by a certain Izugoro, who is not a recognized body of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Like Mr. Anosike said, the man Nnamdi Kanu has not been convicted and has not admitted to any crime. So why would anybody ask for pardon? Hello?
I'm with you.
Yes. So it is good to separate when we talk about Ohaneze Ndigbo, which of the faction. It is good to understand which of the Ohaneze Ndigbo is actually speaking. Is it the recognized Ohaneze Ndigbo or those that are alleging to be the leaders of Ohaneze Ndigbo?
Okay then. Thank you so much for your call. 0700 903 903 903. We have quite a number of messages in WhatsApp. I'll be taking your messages, but just not yet. Call me up on 0700 903 903 903. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello, are you there? You just might have to give me a call back. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and location, please?
Hello.
I can hear you. Please go right ahead.
Hello. Good evening.
You just might have to give me a call back, unfortunately. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and location?
Choma, how are you? So be calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Obi. Let's hear from you in 2 minutes.
Anosika agreed to.
He agreed to you too.
You see, the National Security Advisor. I don't know why people are wasting your time over this statement. If the National Security Advisor, can you hear me, Choma?
I can hear you.
If he can stay in his compound, I say his compound in Abuja without security men, then I will know what he's saying is truth. I say inside the Abuja, in his compound, without DSS, all these people moving around and going to the gate to look, then I will say what he's saying is truth. Let me tell you, Nigeria is so rough and tough now. They are talking of using to cook. Do you know that workers, they sleep in their offices now? Market women sleep in their shops. Bath there, eat there from Monday to Friday. They will get home only weekends to go and see their family. Things are so bad. People can't use transport any longer. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your call. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Call me up. I definitely want to hear from you. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello. Where to be your name and your location?
Hello.
Monday, I can hear you. Monday. You know what? Monday, I know you can hear me. When next you call, if you call again and I take your call, even though I cannot hear you, just go ahead and share your thoughts with us. Okay? Just go ahead and share your thoughts with us so that we don't miss out on what you want to say because the phone lines are not connecting. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Call me back 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of these conversations. 0700 903 903 903. Call me up. I definitely want to hear from you. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Good evening, Chama.
How are you today?
Hello.
I can hear you. Call me on WhatsApp. Let's do this on WhatsApp, okay? 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338 on WhatsApp. 0817 175 6338 on WhatsApp. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. How are you doing today? Hello? I don't pick your call. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good evening, Choma.
Good evening. How are you doing today? What's your name and location, please?
Yes, my name is Afunwa. I'm calling from Ibimo.
Welcome, Afunwa. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, my own, they say, say this government, because they don't know what people they pass through. That's why they can come outside and talk as they like. What thing happen for security, where they happen everywhere. No day we no go here gunshot. For this only for this Lagos, but not talk express road. Now the person they open mouth say he can travel anyhow, travel anytime with. What of making use in leg from that inside that rock when he day, making use trek just 15 minutes trekking. Only him. Whether he go survive, he begin to talk anything when he like. Secondly, the election for River State, I thank God for the wisdom he used. Nothing Wike can do. Wike, if him close talk, make him face the Abuja where he belong to. I don't know what in the worry am. And president no fit talk anything about it to solve the issue. And that problem when they come out for River State, we go come out. Same thing going to be in Edo State very soon by November or January next year. Everybody go hear them. Now the same problem will go because Godfather reason. Now the key this our country. God bless you people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Afunwa, for your call. 0700 903 903 903 on WhatsApp is 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. I hope this call goes through right now. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello there. All right, give me a call back 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Call me up on WhatsApp. We seem to be experiencing issues with the direct call. So 0817 175 6338. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello, Choma. Good evening.
Hi. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Mr. Chikeze. I'm calling from Ago.
Welcome, Mr. Chikeze. Let's hear from you quickly. 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. You see, the issue of this insecurity, the security, whether you call him chief security advisor or whatever.
The national security advisor.
You know, these people think that the Nigerians are fools. I don't know what they call Nigerians. You can see this particular government, this APC government is built by lies. See what a man is saying in the night without anything. Well, I don't blame him. He is in Abuja there. As that brother just said, let him come out and stay within the compound without security. Let's see what will happen to him. That's why they don't care. People are lamenting day by day, day by day. He can't become a president of Nigeria. He can now have money to buy Tokumbo jet that is displayed all over the world. Let them continue. Wike is a two-bladed bulldog. He cannot do anything. Fubara will teach him a lesson. If he has what do you call it? If he's the owner of River State, maybe the CEO of the River State is written on his name. He will collect it, which are not in River State. River State people will take one to them. Good evening, my dear.
Thank you so much for your call. 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. Please call me via WhatsApp. Unfortunately, all the direct calls have not been connected, so just call me on WhatsApp. Let's have this conversation. We are Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Best believe I definitely want to hear from you. I can see your messages coming in on WhatsApp. Keep them coming. I can also see your comments on our YouTube platform. Do keep them coming. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. Okay, welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Good evening.
Go ahead. Okay.
On the issue of Snatch, what I will appeal to federal government is that they should please release the boy. Why are they punishing him? The judges are doing nothing about him. Why should he be incarcerated for life? Let them release him. Then on the issue of security on the roads, National Assembly people, they ask them, why do you need the armor car? One of them say, we know the road is not good. So when the road is not good, they know that the bad boys will stay where the roads are bad. When they are shooting them, they will not be killed. Ordinary citizens who has no access to armored car, then they will kill them because they are selfish. They want their own things. The National Assembly are the people to be blamed for the woes bewaring this federation. Then, Mr. President, on the issue of food security, which he says he is working hardly upon, if he cannot tame the adults, tame them, tell them that henceforth, if I hear say you kill any farmer, you will be prosecuted. Let them allow the farmers to work and feed us. It is not good of us going to America to go and buy rice, come to Nigeria. We have more arable land than America. What are we saying? Much ado about nothing, to quote Shakespeare.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your call, sir. Wow, thank you. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Joe from Cement.
Welcome, Joe. 2 minutes.
Please, this Nigerian matter, I don't want it to affect my mental health. My main issue is that I'm looking for a job. I've gone to school. I've served. I did my NIC in 2019. Wow. But God is my witness. I have not gotten anything serious. And the thing.
Hello, are you
there? I can't get a job. Please.
Okay.
I'm actually in need of a job, something that will keep me busy. I don't want to be idle, because it is said that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And the way the economy, I need to actually be engaged in something positive. Please, I have credentials. I've gone to school, and I don't want the country to put me in the way. Yeah, I studied business administration and management.
Okay. Send a message with your mail or your phone number, how people can contact you. It's good that you've come out to say it on radio and people know that you're looking for a job. So in case anyone has any position for you, if they send us a message on WhatsApp, we'll direct it to you. Okay?
Okay, I'll be very, very happy, because this will be the better part of Nigeria that will happen to me, instead of all this minus you are hearing.
Okay.
To actually.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
I'll be
so
very,
much.
very grateful.
Thank you so
Yes, God
much.
bless you.
I wish you best of luck in your job search, and I hope that someone comes through for you. So, in case you have any job for him, since he's a graduate of business administration, he's done his NYSC, and he's ready and willing to add his own quota to any outfit, any company, any organization that will employ him right now. If you have a job for him, do send us a message. And for you as well who wants a job, also send a message with your mail or your phone number. Let people know how they can contact you if they have a job for you. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. What's
Hello.
your name and location, please?
Hello.
What's your name and location?
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah.
What's your name and location, please?
My name is Pascal Chinese. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Pascal. Let's hear from you in 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, please. I don't want to waste my time with the National Security Advisor, but there is an important message I want Mr. P to give, because I heard in the news that it's urgent sure that they take back Nigeria or something like that, if I'm right, to prevent the APC from capturing the state. You know, I hear it from you, right?
Yeah, we did talk about Peter Obi saying that challenging Nigerians to end state capture by unpatriotic leaders.
Good, very well. Now, I know that Peter Obi is not listening to this message, but I know that there are those very close to him listening to him now. So I want them to get this message to him. The problem we are facing in Nigeria now, where we found ourselves in this state capture of the ruling party, is because the failure of the opposition party. If the opposition parties are living up to their name, look at what happened in Edo State. If all opposition parties could be of one mind, if they decide today to picket the so-called Independent National Electoral Commission in all 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, I tell you that Professor Mahmoud Yakub will resign immediately. But the political parties are not living up to their name. And that is why they are allowing this state capture of the ruling party. As a matter of fact, many of the opposition parties we have today have been infiltrated by the ruling party. You can see what is happening in PDP. Wike is in PDP and is in APC. Even the so-called acting national chairman of the PDP can hardly act. The PDP governors can hardly show solidarity with Obara in Rivers State. If you count the number of PDP governors, some of them will be having their secret loyalty to the ruling party. So it is the failure of political parties today. Is it the Labour Party? So Peter Obi is just urging Nigeria. What exactly does he want Nigerians to do?
So you are saying that what he's asking Nigerians to do, he's actually the one who should be doing it?
Yes, the political party should do it, and their own presidential candidate like Peter Obi, like Atiku Abubakar, like one person that once in a while will be telling us something that makes no meaning. All of them should come together and mobilize their own party members and besiege this INEC and say enough is enough. Things will change. They have to be agents of mobilization, that agent of change we want. Let them not be putting Nigeria in a harm's way. That is all I want to pass on as a message.
Thank you so much for your call. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903 to call us directly. And on WhatsApp is 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. In case I'm not picking your calls directly, or I pick your call and the network is doing its thing, call me on WhatsApp 0817 175 6338. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Yeah, I know you can hear me, Radio Girl. It's Monday. What I want to say is that the election that is going on in Rivers State, they should not allow the INEC chairman to swear in the wrong person, because this same INEC chairman is the same INEC chairman that do consult election in Edo State. And people are still asking how manage this kind of mistake happen. Please, we do not want this kind of strategy, because what Wike is trying to do now, because he's trying to make everything to look as if him is the number one, and he's not a governor in Rivers State anymore. That's what I did not understand. He's an FCC minister. I don't know why he's interested in Rivers State. He should remove his hand, remove his eye. Just commenting Fubara. All APC candidates want to get the whole country. They should just know what to do and let people, the masses, because they don't care for the poor masses, they care for only themselves. Please, we should know what they should give us a concrete answer and a concrete election. That's all I have to say. So at the end of the day, everybody will be happy.
Thank you, Monday. Thank you so much. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Thank you for holding on.
Yes, Innocent. Good evening.
How are you doing today? What's your name and location, please?
I'm not bad. This is Remy. I'm calling from North London.
Welcome, Remy.
You see, like I always say, no nation can be better than the thinking of its leaders, okay? We are where we are because of the thinking of the political elite. And the state capture is what is playing out in Rivers State. This, on the other hand, speaks to our value as a people. If you don't allow the institution to function the way they are supposed to function, forget about it, okay? Forget about stability. Forget about economic benefits. Because what exactly does Wike need? What does he want? Look, listen, it is only people who have no sense that we want to blend their past with their present. Your past is gone. What you should be concerned about is your present and your future. So he believes he has to hold on River State to be relevant in the present and the future, which is ignoramus in my view. However, the police, in my view, they are complacent. The state, the corrupt system are backing him, including the heavily bribed judiciary. But there's always an end to everything. Pharaoh had opportunity to repent. God personally prevented him from repenting. So his destruction can be imminent. Leaders should be careful. Thank you.
Thank you, Remy, for calling all the way from North London. Every time you call, you remind me of Remy from Akoka. Hello, Remy. If you can hear me, it's been a minute and I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're good and life is treating you great. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of these conversations. 0700 903 903 903. Call me up on WhatsApp is 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. We'll take two more calls, then we need to take your messages. Welcome to the recap.
Shema.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Shola calling from Alagbado area.
Welcome, Mr. Shola. How are you doing today? Please go right ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, you people are doing a wonderful job for us as in Nigeria. My contribution to this matter is that, in fact, we have relegated ourselves as a nation in front of committing of nation, because we are deceiving ourselves that we are practicing democracy, which is practically no. Because our major problem is the systemic failures of our key state institutions, just our police, judiciary, and the other. So except our political leaders are doing the needful, I doubt if that great future we are proposing will come to reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. Call me on WhatsApp. The phone lines seem to be having issues. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello, Choma. Good evening.
Hi. What's your name and location, please?
I am Joval.
Welcome, Joval. Let's hear from you.
Mr. Nosika, I greet you. You know, each time I greet him, I would like to hear his voice.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Choma, I am not surprised to hear the NSA Nuhu Ribadu saying what he said. If you look at him and listen to his voice, is he a voice note, I should call it now, listen to him on YouTube, you will see that he pointed out that only one Nigeria died during the protest here. that meanwhile in Kenya, he mentioned about 300 persons or whatever number, and he cited examples. And he was telling Nigerians that everywhere is safe, everywhere is secure. Chioma, I am able to say that it is even not correct for we to lose just what he called it only, to lose a person. A Nigerian died because they are protesting in what is known as a bad governance and hunger. And you are bold to say that only one person, you called him only. Are we supposed to lose even a soul during a peaceful protest? A protest that they are supposed to secure Nigerians? That did not happen. And these are the people who are helping Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of this country, to fail, because they are not telling him the truth. I like the way you put it succinctly. Let him travel around Nigeria so that he will come and tell us the story. Let him go to Kaduna. Did he not hear that last week or last week that there was this terrorist attack in Benue? I don't understand. If people don't know what is going on in this country, they should come and ask. I give it to Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president. He was going into the market himself as the president, pricing gari, pricing rice. We saw it happen. So the president of this country is somewhere resting, while the country is not even. Look at that flood that happened in Sokoto State. Nothing. Please, these people should start getting us upset. Chama, do have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day as well. You know what? Let's take one more call before we call it today right here on the recap. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, the number one station that gives you a voice in the whole wide world. My name is Chama Innocent, and you have been listening to the recap where we've been talking about the issues that made a major headlines during the week. We talked about quite a range of issues, and you've been sharing your view on these different issues which we talked about. So who's going to be my lucky final caller of the day? Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello, are you there? I've picked your call.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the recap.
Hello, ma.
Unfortunately, that call seems not to be connecting. Let's head on over to YouTube and take your comments. We're starting with Pastor Sunday Ogumbi, who said, "Stop divisive reporters. It will not help our democracy." And Esther Wachku is asking, how is it divisive reporting? We're telling you what's happening. You're saying it's divisive reporting. Emeka Nweke says, "Fake and fraudulent pastor. No, don't do that." John Ogbuja says, "I don't think it is divisive at all." Emeka Nweke says, "Nyesom Wike is a mass murderer. Hashtag Obigbo massacre." Ogonna Obi says, "Rivers people should take over their state. This nonsense is getting out of hand." Jide Armani says, "Pastor of hypocrisy is only in society of outlaws and outcasts like Nigeria that produce such pastor." Let's take this call before we proceed. Welcome to the recap. You have a minute.
Good evening. My name is Uche Chukwuchiano.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Igbo.
Welcome.
Okay. The main thing I want to ask here is, all these our bad, wicked leaders. Is it that? My speak broken. This one too much. Is it that say money no they belly food them? Say okay. Why maybe say they go first of all? They don't collect money. Share them. Use half. Do something for people. Then loot half. Must they actually carry everything? Which kind of food job will be all these ones? I beg, Choma, me I define work too. For the WhatsApp group, I don't drop my CV for there. I beg. This one is too much for this. The person they worry me here. Honestly, every day I keep praying Baba prayer for this man that this say he go holiday for UK. Okay. I've been waiting the worry.
Don't do that. Thank you for your call. Okay, we can't take any more calls on the program today. Let's keep taking your comments on YouTube. Okay. Nobleman says, "You're very correct, Mr. Peter. We feel the heat more from here. We have to do double what we sent before. Thank you for your accurate analysis, Madam Chema. Well done." Anedo Hyginus. Tinubu is not the problem. NYC professors and police did election rigging. Anthony Okeke says, "Wike is number one problem of Nigeria. Believe it or not, but God is still God. Trust me." Emeka Nweke says, "Nigeria cannot get better because of many factors." Ozo Biafra says, "Biafra is our future." Emeka Nweke says, "The Nigerian government should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from illegal detention." Mado Agu Nkema Kolam says, "We are just playing the ostrich. The worst is that the leadership don't care." Emeka Nweke says, "President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president general among the nation. That's hilarious." Chema Innocent, you're on fire this evening. Please, oh, I don't want to be on fire. Femi Bash, Tinubu has become Wike's boy too. How? Helen Goyo, this police in this country is finished. Emmanuel Akpan, show us how police snatch the votes. There's no LC Reeves said, no policeman on duty, no police on duty. We love Fubara. I'm from Rivers. I'm proud of my governor. Anako Wanosike says, a funny country in Nigeria. Nyogodo Daniel says, may God help us. Pastor Vanity Van Ghost. The issue is that Fubara and Rivers people have tolerated Wike's the seat for long. The election should go on to teach Wike the little Hitler a lesson. He said Wike is a little Hitler. We're now heading on over to WhatsApp. This one is plenty. Is this saying that the worst democracy is better than the military still holds water in the present day Nigeria, where the police and other security agencies are collaborating with non-state actors to intimidate and stop innocent voters from exercising their franchise? Earlier, the Tinubu government understands the damage they're doing to the Nigerian system. Better for them, because one day all this will boomerang. Chika Bende from Trade Fair in Lagos. Good evening, Chairman Mr. Anoske. Why would Ohaneze be asking for political pardon for Kalu, who hasn't been convicted of any crime whatsoever? This request, as far as I'm concerned, is total nonsense. Peter from Orile. Chairman, honestly, Tinubu is not reforming anything. What he should do to help the economy is to recover the trillions of naira looted by Nigerian politicians, and the president should put a stop to his profligate lifestyle. That's the only way to reform the economy. Peter from Orile. Good evening. It's Adeyemi Kamaru from Sightla Town, Lagos. I wish Peter Obi did everything he's quoting today in Anambra State. I really wish he did half of it. Someone who cannot conduct local government election during his time. Doctors went on strike for 13 months. Lecturers went on strike for 8 months. He didn't build one school for 8 years as governor of Anambra State. If 5K is enough for a pot of soup, Nigerians will never complain. The problem is that you can't even cook soup for 6 people with 10K. Nigeria problem is the basket type. Dima is my name from Agodo. Choma, greetings to you and Mr. Noske. Choma, which reform is Tinubu talking about? This means his handlers are not educating him very well on the realities on ground. Kokang. Peter from Germany, thank you for your message. Good evening, Choma. Please, can anybody send me the results of a local government election? I will be happy to see that PDP wins most of the wards so that Wike will be ashamed. Ife Dayo from Egbeda. Okay. Good evening, Choma. Please, did LG election hold today in Rivers State? Eddie Johnson from Agege. Eddie Johnson. Yes, it did. Good evening, Choma. I don't even know where this message started from. Okay, good evening, Choma and the guest, Sahid Barua from Okeafa. Ribadu was not talking to sensible Nigerians when he said that we can move around at night without issues. Possibly he's talking to their praise singers like, please don't name drop. If he's sure of what he's saying, let him drive from Abuja to his village without bulletproof car and security escorts if he won't be kidnapped. As for the local government elections in Rivers State, the end of Wike is around the corner. How can he think he can be bigger than millions of people? For Tinubu to be saying his reform is helping Nigeria, my prayer for him is that may his life be like that of Nigeria. Can't offer us anything. The vex. So Eugene Mary from Isheri says, we're not yet ready and serious in this country called Nigeria until we're ready to free ourselves, which I think may never be possible. Reason being that these enemies have long ago scripted the script that is working perfectly for them: divide and rule. Let's keep complaining. We are not yet serious. Wilfred from Sulere says the National Security Advisor should be arrested and jailed for that reasonable statement. Same also for the president. He should be impeached and he should resign for making that reasonable statement. Only him impeach and resign at the same time. The both of them should resign willingly or be forced out by citizens. If I have my way or I'm in a position to pass a law into our constitution, I will effect the law of capital punishment because of this kind of representatives, because I can't call them leaders. They're valueless, generational liabilities, sellable for nothing and marketable for nothing. Their brain is divided into two halves. On the right side, there's nothing left. And on the left side, there's nothing right. Wilfred from Suileri, try to calm down. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Thank you. Okay. Nuhu Ribadu should lead by example. Drive along Kaduna Zaria Road to Funtua. Let's see if you reach Zamfara safely. The Ohanese should stop behaving like a Majiri, always begging. No single level at all. This one begs you. Corrupt judges and lawyers in connivance with corrupt politicians have turned the court into Jankara market, where they buy banjo and okrika judgment. Very sickening and unfortunate that the IGP has turned the police into, okay, if I may ask, the hoodlums dressed in police uniform who at night climb the fence like thieves. Why were they let go after being caught? Why didn't the residents of Vigilante give those criminals the beatings of their lives? Anyone supporting Wike is a supporter of tyranny and dictatorship. The evil hand Wike is showing to Fubara, Wike will show to Tinubu when their sinister interests eventually collide. Is the person a computer literate? Okay, I believe this is for the person looking for a job. I did tell you to send a message with your mail and your phone number in case someone wants to contact you. This person is asking, are you computer literate? So I guess they have a job for you. I just want to say happy weekend to you, Choma, Mr. Anosike. About Nigeria's problem, I have nothing to say. Thanks and remain blessed. I'm Abby Jones from Ojo. Thank you, Abby Jones. Good evening and happy weekend. My name is Angel Perenge from Alagbado. I greet you, Mr. Peter. You are one man who always speaks the truth without looking back. If the security advisor says Nigeria is safe now, make him try walk alone in the street without bodyguard. He go see how hungry lions go chop him. President Tinubu is reforming himself and his family, not Nigeria. APC government should take us back to where they met us. You said 5,000 naira cannot make a soup for 3 persons for more than a day. 3 persons are many. Just 1 person only from Dr. Joe. Okay, you have sent your CV. Your name is Joed Fedoje Sani. Okay, you just made a call about your unemployment status. They say you have a HND in Business Administration and Management. You've also dropped your contacts, your email, your location. Your qualification is HND in Business Administration and Management. You also sent your CV. All right. Here's what I'm going to try to do when all of this is done. I'm going to try and send your CV to the person who asks if you're computer literate. Okay. Thank you so much for your message. All right. So I can come back to this. Good evening, Chama. I'm Mr. Shola calling from Alagbado. You guys are doing excellent work. God reward you. My point is that what is going on in Rivers State, even before today, is a reflection of the fact that we have failed as a nation, because our major problem that is drawing us back is a systemic failure of our key state institutions, such as Nigerian police, judiciary, and others. Therefore, we're deceiving ourselves as a nation that we are practicing democracy. Thank you. And God bless you. Choma, help me ask your guest which of opposition party in Nigeria he belongs to. I like the way he shows his biased views towards Wike in favor of Fubara, just because what is happening in Rivers State today is favor his own sentiment. If it was the other way around, I know his views would be different. We should always be consistent and objective in all our analysis. And for we, the listeners at home, to know you are not just speaking out of sentiment or emotion whenever we listen to you. Choma, don't allow your platform to be used to blackmail or insult anybody. Olu from Badagry. Olu, are you? Thank you for your message. Good evening, Sister Choma and Ogan Osike. My name is Chinedu from Alaba. Nigerian youth are not trying at all. 64 years now, old people in government are still saying that youth are future leaders. I don't know when our brain will reset. Those that God have blessed are not helping at all. Instead of them to help the youth, fund them and prepare them spiritually and physically, and make those in power to do the needful. They are there pushing Nigerians to come outside and protest without equipping them well. Religious leaders are not trying to. If they should use the power to cast demons to the enemies of Nigeria, things would have been better, but they are not doing anything. Okay, taking more of your messages. Wow, this person also sent a message for driving. Please, VOP, I'm equally in need of a job. I have a young family that depends on me. Please, Chema, drop my own CV to Chiano Emmanuel. Chiano said, this your CV says Chiano for driving. Are you looking for a job as a driver? Right, so I need to know that. Are you looking for a job as a driver? If that's the case, if we have anything, we will be sure to put you in contact. If you have a job for Channel as a driver, please do let us know so that we can connect you with him. Okay, thank you so much, Channel, for your message. Thank you for your message. Let's move forward. When Fubara came to be governor by being helped against other contestants, there was no level playing ground then. So now that he's facing his accomplice in Wike, he wants people's sympathy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. He's the cause of his problems. He wants shortcut to power, Abi. He should face his albatross. Didn't he support Wike to manipulate Obi's win then in the state when things were normal between them? Abayomi from Akiode. Hello, my name is Wise King from Sulere. I feel the program. My opinion, if we want good leadership, we need to swear all the leaders in with Ogun or Amadioha or Shongo, please. That's the only way we can get good leaders. They play. Good evening, Choma and Anosike. Nigeria, who has bewitched you? Good evening, it's Adeyemi Kamaru from Satellite Town. Some Nigerians will always have something negative to say about Nigeria and the government in power as long as their preferred candidate is not in Aso Rock. Good evening, Choma. MNK committed no crime to deserve presidential pardon. Rather, Nigerian government committed crime against him because of the way they brought him back to Nigeria. It didn't follow due process. Iwoha Ikechukwu. No, you are not allowed to. Don't abuse my guest, though. Don't abuse my listener. Don't even curse anybody. This Adeyemi Kamori, waiting do him. He's saying his own, you to say your own. I don't know what you see for Peter Obi matter. No matter what they are talking, you always find a way to talk about Obi. You hate him with a passion. You are hating somebody you don't know from your house with passion. Please channel that passion into starting a business. Okay, you can go back to the business roundtable we talked about this morning on how to start a business and how to be successful in a business. I need you to channel this your hate into starting a business. Okay, thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, hello, good evening. I'm Mr. Adeyeye Ogoluwa from Songwater. Let's leave insecurity aside in Nigeria. We can't leave it aside though. It's killing people. So we can't leave it aside. Unfortunately, Yorubas will say, when the calabash that has a mark is lost, you have to find the calabash before finding your mark. Nigeria as a country is bad, and it is because we have bad or evil set of people in power. The citizens has been lamenting for long. Nothing is changing. Instead, it keeps getting worse. To me, Nigeria will never be better. Or let me say, can never be better, because we, the citizens ourselves, are not ready. The only solution to Nigeria hardship now is war. You put it in capital letter. May we not see war in this country, please, and nothing more. Even God who created heaven and earth got tired of Sodom and Gomorrah, and he had to destroy the city. Let war break out, and let those who will die, die, and let those who will live. Please, 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 please. Don't even, please. I greet you all on the radio station. God bless the hustle. Thank you so much. Please, you can't come here and call for war, okay? Good evening, Chioma. I'm an industrial electrical engineer seeking for a job, either contract or full-time. I'm Kingsley from Isolo, and you sent your mail. We've turned the program into a job-seeking platform. Good evening, Radio Girl. Anything Tinubu or his masters like, make them talk. As for me, the hardship I go, they pot them, they go like that. Eno from Iyanokpaja. Choma, please, I'm a nurse. I'm looking for a job. This is my CV. All right. Thank you to everyone who's looking for jobs. We can't give you jobs, right? But what we can do is we announce it on the radio as you've sent your messages. If there's anyone in need of your services, we'll put you in contact with them. So we have a graduate of business administration. He has a HND in business administration. We also have someone who's seeking for employment as a driver, and now we have someone who's seeking for employment as a nurse. Nigerians, I beg you, if you can hear me right now, please, if you have an opening for any of these people, we all know that the country is not smiling, the economy is not friendly at the moment. If you have an opening for any of those people so that they can provide for their families, please help out. We have someone who's seeking for employment as a driver, we have one seeking for employment as a nurse, and another, he is a graduate of business administration. That is all we can take on the program today. It's time for me to ask you, Mr. Peter Anoske, let's get your concluding thoughts on everything which we have discussed today.
Well, for River State, I'm happy that Wike's power is being dismantled. Fubra is asserting himself as the executive governor of River State, which is what it should be. And I'm also happy that the election is going on in the state. And no matter what they do, the result will be announced and the people will be sworn in as elected local government chairman in River State.
Okay, then that is all we can take on the program today. Time for me to go. But I must say thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's always an absolute pleasure when we get to do this with you. I honestly appreciate you for joining in. Without you, there'll be no VOP. We're the number one station that gives you a voice. We're Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll do this again next week, Saturday, same time, same station. You can find Mr. Peter Anosike on Instagram at Peter Anosike77. Now, before we go, it is important that, like they say, give honor to whom honor is doing. I have a birthday shout out for quite a few people. Do I sing the happy birthday song? No, if I sing now, I go laugh me because my voice is no sweet. We'll start with Mr. Andrew Evans Chukwemeka. Mr. Peter Anoske, I recall you said we should give him a birthday shout out. He will be turning 68 on October 10. So happy birthday to you in advance, Mr. Andrew Evans Chukwemeka. May the Lord God continue to keep you. It's been 68 years, and if you want, that's if you want to, we hope you get another 68 years of life. So a very happy birthday to you, Mr. Andrew Evans Chukwemeka. And of course, Happy birthday to you. That's how far I can go, because if I say make I do pass like this, my voice go just spoil, and I know fish out. People will not come and be laughing at me. All my enemies that don't like me not come here and be laughing at me. So I'm not gonna do that. I also want to say a very, very happy birthday to Mrs. Ezema Ann Ozioma. Very, 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 very happy birthday to you, Mrs. Ann Ezema Ozioma. This is from your son Ikechukwu. He says we should wish you a very, very happy birthday, and he hopes you will continue to live long, prosper and thrive. We hope that this new year of your life is a much better one for you, that you continue to soar. Thank you so much. He says, thank you so much, Mommy. You've been a wonderful woman and I appreciate you. I just want the world to know that I love you, and I want the world to know that I'm celebrating you today. So it's happy birthday to you, Mrs. Ann Ezema Ozioma, from your son Ikechukwu. And finally, it's very happy birthday to our own colleague. Yes, Esther Nkoye, it's your birthday today, and I just want to say a very, very, very happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Esther Nkoye. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a wonderful experience being your colleague. You're an amazing person, and I'm glad that the world gets to hear this today, and I cannot wait for you to achieve every wonderful thing you want to achieve in this life. So a very happy birthday to you. We hope you're baking a cake that you bring to work to come and share with us tomorrow. If you will not bring cake, stay in your house, don't come. You understand? Thank you very much. Have a happy birthday. Have an amazing weekend as well. And to you who joined us on the show today, thank you so much. If it's your birthday month, happy birthday to you. Guess what? It's my birthday month too. And before I go, I've been announcing the International Day of the Girl Child, that I have an outreach coming up on October 11. Yes, the next time we meet, it will be October 12th, and the outreach would have taken place. I did say you can send a WhatsApp message if you'd like to support that outreach. And I just want to say to anyone who has sent a message, thank you so much. This will be the first of many. Thank you for joining me today. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing weekend. Do the best you can to make Nigeria better. Your own little corner of the world.